You see next to the road, there's a campfire where a paladin is roasting on a spit 2 gophers that he's probably killed. My name is, and he stands and poses heroically and says, Sir Bertram Ethelbert the Kind. My friends, I am on a holy quest. An artifact of the god I worship was stolen, and I mean to retrieve it. Peeking around the rock, they see 4 creatures called Kiwatoas that look like half man and half fish. They're in ragged, drab clothing, except for one whose body is adorned with decorative shells and bears a staff with a large spiked claw at the top. The other 3 are struggling to carry a large, heavy chest. And in the water behind them is a huge fish beast about the size of a merchant boat.
So I'll go up, I'll deal with 2 of them, I'll smash their skulls together.
With one of them,
there's 2 more.
I'm gonna poison spray them.
Well, I'll run up, but I'll do a sneak attack and I'll run up with a sword and stab him up in the butt.
And he pulls out a conch shell and he blasts a loud sound into it.
Oh, shit.
It's now Bertram's turn, and he points to you and he says, "What's going on there?" And then you see in the ocean, huge bubbles of air are rumbling up from deep under the sea.
Why did you point that out, man?
Reinforcement Kiwatobas.
He starts trying to lift up the crate, or the chest, and he says, "We've got to get out of here."
Alright,
okay, wait.
grab it.
I have an idea to make it
Tyler.
lighter. Because I have thieves' tools, so I can open the chest, we can take out whatever inside that we want, and run.
Good thinking.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Real quick.
Alright,
Real
Crumble,
quick.
your turn.
Okay, so I take out a paperclip,
Okay.
and I insert it into the lock, and I jiggle it around a lot.
Crumble rolls a dexterity check to pick the lock, and because he has proficiency with thieves' tools, he gets to add his proficiency bonus twice.
I forgot what we were doing.
You're picking the lock.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm old. Alright?
That's true.
I have flaws.
You
And
have
they're
flaws?
exacerbated by my age, okay?
Crumble stoops down to the chest and pops it open in less than 3 seconds.
Snap, 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 snap. That's
Good.
my back
Alright.
snapping.
What's in there?
Inside, you find
Skin.
a pearl the size of a fist, and it's wrapped in a cloth that, after unfolding, you realize is actually a cloak. And it looks like it's a ratty, old, nasty cloak, and it's covered in patches, but there is something strangely magical about this cloak. They won't realize this until they have time to investigate the cloak further, but this is actually what's called a robe of useful items. Each patch bears a depiction of a common item like a rowboat or a ladder or a potion or a polished steel mirror. Every time the user tears one of them off, the patch becomes the item that it depicts. A creative player can make this robe very, very useful.
Cloak. It's written in there.
I'll take the pearl!
Okay.
At this time, you notice a small pair of eyes pop up over the water, and then another, and then another.
What are we gonna do, you guys?
So there's about a dozen pairs of eyes now, and the bubbles, I don't want to use the word climax because I don't make some kind of joke about it. The
I don't even know
bubbles,
what that means.
I've never had an orgasm in my life. And I'm 300 years old.
so from the bubbles rises an enormous beast. It's like a sea serpent type of creature, but it's kind of like a snake, a huge dragon-like snake, but it doesn't have any scales, and it does have a huge fin, like a spiny, long fin that spans the entire length of his back and tail, and he rises onto the beach out of the water, and at that point you notice that he has 4 enormous, powerful-looking legs and 4 arms with long claws coming from them.
So he has 8 legs.
Yeah, and it is at this time that you also notice that the giant mechanical fish has a hatch door on the top of it.
I climb in the hatch door, and I'm like,
Oh, let's all go in the hatch door.
Are we gonna climb in the hatch
There's no
door?
room.
Let's run up and go through the door.
there's no room, I'm in it.
How many?
I'm the smallest person here. I'm a
Can all of
crumble.
us fit in
So
there?
you guys rush to the fish. The hatch appears that it's locked or stuck or something.
Use your shit! Use your shit!
I use my thieves' tools to thieve.
You don't see a visible lock, but maybe if you yank hard enough.
Yes.
But I know, like, if you turn.
Yank!
There's.
No, yank
Alright,
hard enough.
let's all pull at the same time.
I am a gnome, so
God.
someone else do strengths.
Let's all pull at the same time.
Oh,
This
it's all
guy's
the same
coming to attack us.
Okay!
Up on the same time.
Ah, 17!
17 as well.
Plus what?
All 3 of you stumble back as the latch flings open.
Shwang!
Alright, go inside quick. I jump in.
I jump in.
It looks like there's room for 3. Bertram is also on this fish, frantically trying to get
Take the pearl and run. Well, you know, we just met you like an hour ago.
Sorry!
Bertram takes a heroic stance, and he turns to Dan and he says, "I'll cover your escape. Quick, throw me the pearl."
No!
Oh, hell no!
No! Don't do it!
And stupidly I go, okay.
No, throw him this rock! Throw him this rock! No, I grab the pearl and I throw a rock.
I threw the pearl.
Okay.
I grab the pearl and I threw a rock.
I'm pretty sure
Make a
Reptile threw a rock.
dexterity save to see if you can snatch it.
Why did you do that?
I'm 16.
What's your face, Dan?
Bertram snatches the pearl out of the air and he says, "Make haste, my friends, I'll cover you," and slams the hatch shut. And then he jumps off and starts screaming, waving his hammer, yelling at the beast, "Face me!"
Alright, let's.
No, that's great.
Alright, well I'm
We're
gonna
in
look
the
around.
fish.
Alright,
We
I'm
already
gonna
got
look
paid,
around
really.
inside of this fish and I'm gonna see if I can control it somehow.
Anybody who wants to can make an investigation or arcana check. So, Reptile, you were also the one who made the really high investigation check of the outside of this fish.
Yes.
So
I
Reptile,
know this fish.
What kind of fish?
Reptile knows this
It's a good fish.
beast.
It's a tuna.
A tuna!
Reptile feels confident he's pretty much figured out how this vehicle operates. It dawns on him that this is clearly made by man and not Kuatoa, which is strange. He also notices that each of the 3 control stations operates a different function on the craft. There's a station to pilot the fish, a gunner station that operates a harpoon turret underneath the belly, and a 3rd station that operates a smaller craft that separates from the main body. They're all
I'll
on
man the
stations.
normal driving and you can shoot the torpedo.
I'll do separate.
And you'll do this separate because you can handle yourself without us if you get separated.
Alright, see you later.
Alright, listen up, team. This is the SS Sargo and we are gonna do things right. We are gonna charge after this thing and you are gonna man the...
I'm already in the ship. So.
Oh. You're gonna man the harpoon and
What?
we're going to man the harpoon.
Harpin? I'm already there.
Oh, alright, then let's go.
The fish dives deep under the ocean, and it is shortly followed by this massive serpent creature.
Hell yeah. Alright, driving along, driving.
I'm shooting at the back.
Crumbles reenacting Pearl Harbor. You're the chef.
No.
The chef?
Yeah. Hello,
It
children.
doesn't shoot.
You mean Cuba?
Yeah.
Cuba man?
Cuba Good Dude.
Koopa Troopa.
Cuba Jr.
So can everybody please roll initiative, and then you guys can decide whatever you want to do. Reptile, you're up.
Alright, well, I'm gonna turn this ship into a strike pose,
Cool.
and this gives my gunner attack advantage.
Where is the gun on the ship shape?
The belly, the underside.
So I'm really the penis of the
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes. I'm going to go
He can
towards it, and I'm gonna bite it,
Okay.
brass bite.
and I'm gonna bite it for 8.
That's a miss, my man. Dan, you're up.
Damn.
Dan Smith is piloting the darter eel, which is essentially not much more than a reinforced canvas tube surrounded by coiled copper wire. Dan wraps the body of the darter eel around his enemy and activates a surge of electricity that zaps the unknown beast for a full 24 damage.
Crumble! Prepare to fire heavy bolt
Alright.
harpoon! Harpoon prepared! Ready, and fire!
4d10 plus 6. 4d10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeebus.
Wow.
So your heavy harpoon pierces one of the claws, pinning it against the beast's chest.
Oh! Say Pledge of Allegiance.
Good shot.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
Of the United States of Underwater Land.
It goes into a rage and slashes at the SS Sargo for a miss, but then it chomps at you with his teeth as well. Also a miss.
What a dummy, man.
That's what's up. That's what's
That
up.
brings us back to Reptile.
And I attack. I hit with my damage, and now my damage is 20.
So
20 damage.
a chunk of meat rips off from his abdomen and floats up towards the surface.
Yeah.
No.
Delicious.
Lower.
I'm gonna do my
Dan's no longer with us.
Damn, Dan.
electrocute again.
Oh.
I retreat quickly.
It's okay. Crunch is going after it.
Alright, Crembly is gonna go.
Are you preparing to attack?
Yes.
What are you preparing to attack with?
I'm gonna use the heavy bolt.
Prepare to attack with a heavy bolt harpoon.
Oh, that's a crit. Nice. So that means you rolled the damage dice twice. So you roll 8d10 plus 6.
Whoa!
Cheers to us.
No time for cheers. We're fighting someone.
You launch a harpoon directly down the back of his throat and into his esophagus for a shitload of damage.
And it explodes his brain.
It does not explode his brain.
Hell,
I tell him some real truths, and it blows up his brain.
And he's like contemplating it pretty hard right now. He's like, what's going on?
I am a monster. I'm a beast.
Apparently he's pissed because he slashes your boat for 22 damage. He also slashes a hole in your boat for 26 damage, and there's a leak. You've got water coming in.
Do we have anything to plug up a leak? I have candles. Can I melt a bunch of candles?
It might take a while.
I have a water skin.
I don't know if it's a good idea to light a fire inside a wooden boat either.
Why?
Agreed. We're in strike position now. I'm gonna change to turtle position so we can have some defense.
Okay.
As the pilot, there are two strategic ways that Reptile can maneuver the SS Sargo. He can expose the belly of the craft like he has for the last couple of rounds, which leaves them vulnerable but gives the gun turret attack advantage. Or he can turtle up, exposing only the fish's armored face. This gives his enemy's attacks disadvantage.
I'm gonna stay in turtle, but I'm still gonna attack him, and I'm gonna try to turtle bite him because I'm a snapper.
They took a real beating last round, so this is probably the right move. They don't know this craft well enough to pinpoint exactly how much damage it can handle. Not quite. So close.
Ah!
Helping to protect the Sargo, Dan uses the darter eel's long body to wrap around and constrict the beast's slashing claws. It will have to escape before using its arms again, but it does still have those razor-sharp teeth. Crumble isn't taking any risks without attack advantage, so instead of launching a heavy harpoon, he's going to use multi-shot. This ability launches 3 smaller harpoons for less damage, but at least one of them is likely to hit. He wraps his jaws around the gunner boat.
Ah! His jaws are
Wait.
wrapped around me!
So that's Dan's boat, yeah? Or no? Or that's
No,
our boat?
It's your boat.
That's Sargo.
Dan's
Alright.
boat hasn't done anything.
My boat's
Dan's
too
boat is
big.
gonna come to the rescue right now.
The darter eel.
18 damage.
66 damage plus a water leak.
Yeah, and your ship is cracking and creaking pretty bad. You don't know how much more of a beating this thing can take.
Crack and creak and crack and creak!
It's alright. It's alright. We can hold off. I'm good.
I'm about to drown.
Reptile, you're up. Reptile misses with another bite attack, but then Dan has some luck with the dice. Dan's darter eel coils around the beast and sends bolts of electricity through his body and fries it to a crisp. The beast is dead and you have won.
Easy.
Alright,
Okay.
thank you.
Dan to Dan.
Dan.
That's what's up.
Dan Smith.
Do you want to come up and reattach to our,
Yeah.
How does an eel reattach to a fish, though?
It's the dorsal
magic.
fin.
Are you the back spine?
Yes.
Anus.
And you lay down between
The
the
anus.
Into the anus.
I go.
We pooped him out, and now he's coming back in.
He's a re-pooping.
Yep.
Unpoop.
He's unpooping.
Crumble and Reptile take a few minutes to repair whatever damage they can. So you guys patch up the
Dan.
ship.
Yeah,
It looks
thanks,
like
Dan.
it's usable. It probably can't withstand another attack.
What do we patch? What
But
do we
you're gonna
patch it
do-
with?
Canvas toads.
Do we patch it with regurgitation?
No, canvas toads.
Like an owl pellet?
No, tons of canvas toads.
What do we get? Canvas
What?
toads, man!
Canvas tote bags.
Alright, I start to regurgitate this slop, and it hardens into a nice shell.
So the two of you repair the ship,
With regurgitation. And slop.
and while the two of you are doing repairs, Reptile finds a note in his
All right.
seashell.
I am looking through this cloak, and
Uh-huh.
I come upon this note. Oh,
There you go, sir.
Whoa!
God, this note is old. Look at all these burn marks.
Can I see that?
Sure.
To the Featherstep Bandit crew, you lads better be getting a damn good payout for this one. I wouldn't trust those fishmen. Wouldn't be surprised if they tried pulling one over on you. Just finish the job quick. We could use some help. We've come across a tomb said to be filled to the brim with magical riches, and we need skilled hands to reach them. The island is marked red on the map. You have 2 days to get here. Good luck, boys.
Where are we in relation to these Feather Step Bandit crew people.
Those are the people that died.
Wait, are they the
Did
they
we
the
dead
dead
them?
men?
No.
Did you loot them?
No, remember we came onto the beach
Why
and we saw
did
these
you loot them?
humanoid figures on the ground that had been killed.
Yeah.
I think
From
those
the
are
fish people.
And we were just like, oh.
And then
let's
we
just
killed
walk
all the
past
fish
these
people, and the fish people summoned this creature.
I think those are
in which we
fetishers.
killed.
Where's Birdo?
Yeah, where's Birdie?
Bertram?
Oh, you left him at the beach.
Before we leave or do anything else,
Uh-huh.
he owes us 30 gold each for
That's
getting
true.
his pearl. So we need to go find
Do
him.
we still have that pearl?
I give it back to him.
Ooh,
Oh,
we
what
did.
The
Wait,
fuck?
did we give it back to them? Who gave it back to him?
I think it was.
Why don't we have the pearl anymore?
Oh yeah, Dan did it.
What? No.
Should we?
No.
Okay, let's go to the beach, find Burt Reynolds, and get our gold back.
So after a thorough investigation of the scene, what you find is this. You find the bodies of a couple of Kiwatoas that you yourselves have slain.
Okay.
You find the disembodied legs of the paladin.
Oh god.
His upper half is nowhere to be seen. And you also find on the bodies of the bandits, you find a map, and there's an island off the coast south of you that has a big red X on it.
I feel like we would be mortified to see disembodied legs on the beach.
We did it.
With no, our friend Bert was cut in half, and his guts are all over the beach. That's horrifying.
Yeah.
That means we don't have a pearl anymore.
Can we go up and just
Right.
take his money?
Say a prayer.
The purse with the rest of his torso is gone.
I think we should go
I think
for
so.
it.
You can infer from the note that it's not meant for you. It probably was meant for the 3 bandits that were murdered.
Well, right, but
which is ironic.
it's leading us somewhere.
Totally, absolutely. It is a lead.
Yeah.
I don't like being called a boy. I'm 333 years old, so I resent
You should feel like
Whatever. You shouldn't be here
grateful.
anyways. You're too old.
that. But I'm an old man. Respect me.
you should be retired.
Yeah. We're gonna take this map.
Let's go to the island
Let's do it.
with the red X on it.
I'm down.
We start traveling towards the island.
Oh, I heard about this
On
island.
foot?
Yes, for now.
Okay.
No, we have a
We have
a
our
ship.
boat.
We do?
We have
Yeah.
the Sargon.
Yeah.
There's enough room for us 3 in the Sargo.
You'll have to be in the cockpit of the darter
That's
eel,
fine.
but yes.
That's fine.
Huh.
And we travel on.